Do French people actually understand each other, or are they just pretending? I've always been fascinated by the peculiar behavior of the French. The French language, those sounds they make that are vaguely reminiscent of the babbling of an obese infant, appears to be a kind of decayed or melted Latin, and has very little correlation to its written counterpart, unlike real languages. I've hypothesized that this phenomenon has occurred due to excess fat deposited in their brains as a result of too much butter consumption. This might also explain why postmodern ideas are so popular among their intellectuals. For those of you who have observed them in the wild, what are your thoughts on this? French adjacent here. Yes, everything you say is true. They are paid actors. French people are in fact an elaborate ruse funded by Duolingo. First you say bonjour, a nonsense word that has them quickly asking you to use English. If you don't use this word, they'll pretend not to understand you at all. Tested in Paris might not be true for the rest of France. They're just pretending. In fact, the human brain is hardwired in English, so they have to translate everything into English, which is why they go boof and pause frequently while the translation goes through. Why do old people drive so slow when they have less time to live? Old people should be driving 25 over the speed limit wherever they go so they can cram more activities into the little time they have left. Why would they waste time going 20 under the speed limit? Are they stupid? It's because as you get older, time seems to pass quicker. So while you might think all the old people are going slow, they think that you're going multiple times over the speed limit. It is possible they have mastered the technique of how not to give a fuck. You forgot something in your equation. Old people only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night, so they are already getting way more done each day than you are. You got the causation backwards. Due to time dilation, when you drive approaching the speed of light, time begins to slow down relative to other drivers. So old people don't drive slower. Driving slower makes you older. If you want to be young forever, then drive as fast as possible. Why can't we lick ourselves to clean like other animals? I've always wondered this. Some animals can just lick themselves for 10 to 15 minutes and call it a day. Meanwhile, we have to use water to clean ourselves. Why? Of course you can. Just because no one else is doing it, doesn't mean that you can't. You can and you may. Please try it and report back the result in the name of science. Thus, a new OnlyFans is born. Number 1. I am not that flexible. Number 2. I don't want to walk around smelling like dried saliva. Number 3. I don't enjoy taking antibiotics. You mean you don't? Weirdo. Is an IQ of 240 high enough? Last night I was playing a game on my phone. It said that only people with an IQ of 220 can solve the puzzle. I solved the puzzle and then tried another game that said only people within an IQ of 240 could finish the level. After finishing the level, I decided to quit because I don't want to be too smart. An IQ of 240 seems high enough. I'm unsure if I should tell the world about my newfound intelligence or keep it secret. Part of me wants to contact my old high school science teacher who said I wouldn't amount to anything because I am too gullible. Don't tell anyone else. Having a high IQ is like having a lot of money and people will start asking you for it. The brain is a muscle like any other, so if you exercise it regularly, it will get swollen. The problem is that the skull cannot expand at the same rate. An IQ of 240 is actually quite dangerous, because all the extra intracranial pressure can make your head explode. Until you can see a doctor about this, I'd advise not playing any more brain training puzzles and apply an ice pack to your head to help shrink the brain back to a more manageable size. If Celsius, then yes. If Fahrenheit, then no.